There, I'm unmuted. Javier, hello. Congratulations on your first goal, but I know that you probably aren't happy about two that you should have put away. Can you talk a little bit about just the difficulties in trying to get the ball into the net that you're experiencing right now?
Well, as a striker, we all know that sometimes that happens. You can have 10 chances and then you can miss 9 and score 1, and there's some games that you just have 1 and then you score it. But yeah, like you said it in the beginning, yeah, it's not the greatest taste to score your first goal with a loss like this one, and then when you miss a penalty, obviously. So I told the lads that that this one was on me. I always believe in this sport, even when sometimes the goal scorer can score the last minute goal, he's not a hero. And for example, that I miss the penalty or someone can have a mistake, it's not his only fault. But yeah, I think the whole team did a fantastic effort. We finished this game how we supposed to start, with that possession, with that bravery to try to score as much goals as we can. No? You saw it, no? In the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we were much better. We created a lot of chances, but yeah, we weren't ruthless like we need to do when we need to be. And yeah, we need to look forward for the next match. We need to see what we did good to keep doing it, and then what we didn't, so we need to improve it.
Thank you, Javier.
You're welcome.
Next, we're going to go to Damien Calhoun. Damien, go ahead.
Javier, what's the difference in the first half and second half? You said the second half played the way you wanted to start the game, but how come you guys weren't able to start the game the way you guys played the second that late in that second half?
I don't know. I think that's more a question for the manager. As me as a player, I mean, we all try to go since the first minute to try to do our best, but sometimes the chemistry is not over there. Sometimes the individual performances are not good, starting from me. And then, of course, in the soccer, sometimes in football soccer, sometimes it's about momentum, and I understand that it's difficult when you see your forward, when that miss a clear chance as a penalty. It's heavy weight, you need to overcome, and I understand it completely. But obviously, we need to be more strong mentally, because physically we're very well prepared. But I think mentally, all of us, even myself, we need to overcome that. That's about this sport, the most important chance is the next one, not the one that you miss or you score. So yeah, there's a lot of things we need to prove.
Thank you.
We're going to go to another English question with Adam Serrano.
Javier, what was your perception of Cameron Dunbar tonight? 17-year-old making his MLS debut. What did you think of him?
I mean, what we need is we need to take good care of him. Always as a young player, we don't need to speak that much well about players, and sometimes we don't need to be so criticized about them. They're not even 20 years old. They're very young. They're just almost a child. He's a very good prospect for this country, and I think he's doing a very good process. And I mean, he's a very good player, but we need to go slowly. It doesn't matter if today he did a good match or a bad match. Soccer is about a long race. It's not a sprint race. So he's a very good talented player, but yeah, we need to be careful with him. I think he did very good, but like all of us, we need to improve a lot as a team, and then obviously the individual things are gonna show a little bit more.
All right, we're going to move into Spanish now. On to Katia Castorena with ESPN Deportes. Katia.
Thank you, Chris. Javier, en general, si nos platicas cómo te sentiste ya de estar de regreso en ese partido, cómo estabas físicamente, y en cuestión del gol, supongo un sabor algo agridulce de que llegó tu primer gol, pero había estado la falla previa del penal y que se terminan llevando una derrota para arrancar el torneo.
Sí, así es, obviamente nunca va a haber el partido perfecto. Ahorita también lo expliqué en inglés. Hay muchas veces que los delanteros o muchos jugadores los pueden etiquetar de ser el héroe si marcan un gol del gane, o a veces cuando alguien comete un error muy notorio puede ser culpable. Yo nunca soy de esa idea, pero bueno, obviamente yo sé la carga que es fallar un penal en el estado anímico de todo el equipo, ¿no? Obviamente yo soy el responsable y no huyo a eso, pero bueno, es parte del fútbol. partiendo desde mi trinchera y al igual que todo el equipo, tenemos que ser más fuertes mentalmente para poder pensar en la jugada próxima, ¿no? Porque esa es la más importante, no es la que ya pasó, ya no puedes hacer nada con la que pasó, con la que fallas o con la que metas, ¿no? Entonces, yo creo que tenemos que ser un equipo fuerte y sólido como lo mostramos en los últimos 20, 25 minutos desde el minuto 1. Pero bueno, marqué un gol, no sirvió de nada, pero bueno, en lo personal tú sabes, ¿no? Marcar un gol como delantero te da mucha confianza, obviamente es algo positivo, pero como bien lo he dicho, siempre cambiaría muchos goles que no sirvieron de mucho por puntos o por victorias.
Next, we're going to move to Alonso Contreras. Alonso.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Javier?
Hola.
Mira, ¿qué piensas? Una derrota que duele, ¿no? Pero ¿qué piensas tú del equipo, especialmente cuando el próximo juego es contra el rival a ganar, el LAFC?
¿Y tú qué crees, que este rival no era a ganar? Todos los rivales son a ganar, todos los rivales son a ganar y todos los partidos los jugamos como si fueran finales, y más que de toda esta pandemia te enseña que hay veces que de un día a otro puedes estar prácticamente aislado de muchas cosas que te encantan y que te gustan, ¿no? Entonces todos los partidos para nosotros son una final, son una oportunidad lindísima para poder hacer lo que más amamos, y bueno, se nos fue esta. Hay muchas cosas que hicimos buenas, obviamente cuando pierdes hay más cosas negativas que positivas, pero bueno, lo bonito del fútbol es que a partir de mañana puedes darle vuelta, puedes ser autocrítico y ver qué hiciste bien para mantenerlo, qué no hiciste tan bien para poderlo mejorar y bueno, llevarlo a cabo en el próximo partido. Y como también lo entiendo, obviamente es un partido que se le llama un clásico, el tráfico, pero bueno, yo soy una persona que trata de vivir siempre el día al día, el presente. Ahorita estoy todavía completamente enfocado saliendo de este partido, prácticamente 10 minutos que se acabó, así que para mí queda todavía muchísimo para el partido contra el LAFC.
Thanks, Javier. Thanks, everyone. That's all the time we have with Javier. We'll stand by for the next LA Galaxy participant. Hey everyone, we have LA Galaxy midfielder Sasha Kleshtin at the podium. We're going to go ahead and get started with a question from Scott French. Scott, you are unmuted.
I am now. Sasha, how are you doing? I guess I'm wondering, when you look at this game, what are the pluses that you see? What are the things that you guys can build on going forward that are positive, as opposed to things that you have to fix?
I think the feeling in the locker room after the game is one of disappointment, because we felt that we had them on the ropes for the last few minutes of the game and we were really pushing. But the other sentiment in the locker room is that we stick together and that we're supporting each other and we're pushing forward and we're going to learn from our mistakes. So we feel like a real team. We feel like we're going to get stronger as this tournament and season goes on. And I think the camaraderie in the group right now, the support for each other that we can push forward, is at a good level.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sasha.
Next, we're going to go to Josh Gasman. Josh?
Hey, Sasha. My question is, you guys look like you turned it around a little bit towards the end of the first half, and then after the second half maybe came out a little bit flatter, and then again sort of built into it, obviously being up a man in that second half. What was the difference that you saw in those good moments versus sort of those bad moments?
Well, in the good moments, we had some very good chances. So obviously early on we have a penalty. We have an early one in the second half with Chicharito again off a cross that kind of comes back to him. And ultimately soccer is like that, where if you score your chances, it's a totally different game. And then obviously the game changes a lot when you're down 2-0, another team starts sitting back, the other team starts pressing more. So we were able to have more control in the latter stages of the game when we pressed on. I think another positive to look at is that I think we were pretty fit. I think we should press a little bit more, and try to put the other team on the back foot a little bit. But yeah, we certainly had some good moments. We just need to finish our chances.
Thanks. We're going to wrap up with a question from Giovanni Garcia. Gio?
Yep. Hi, Sasha. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously, it's not the result you guys wanted. What did Guillermo tell you guys at halftime and after the game?
At halftime, we spoke about doing more of the same and pushing up a little bit higher when we had the ball. Obviously, things change a lot in the second half when you give up goals, so then you have to make adjustments on the fly. And I think the mentality of the guys to keep pushing in the second half was really good. After the game, us players spoke in the locker room about supporting each other and sticking together and moving this thing forward and learning from our mistakes. So that's where we're at right now.
Thanks, Sasha. That's all the time we have for Sasha. We'll stand by for the next LA Galaxy participant. And again, to reiterate, if you have a question, please use the hand raise feature on your Zoom chat. Hey everyone, we have LA Galaxy midfielder Perry Kitchen at the podium. We're going to get started with another question from Scott French. Scott, go ahead.
Hey Perry, when you look at the last 20 minutes or so of the game and you see what you guys are capable of, what do you guys have to do so that's how you come out playing it? That's how you start.
Well, I thought the start was decent. We draw a penalty in the first 15 minutes. They don't have many chances in the first half other than a set piece. I think it was Williamson misses the header wide. But yeah, we definitely had our chances. We didn't capitalize. And when you don't do that, the other team gains confidence, and ultimately they found the net on really only a couple chances they had all night. So it's certainly disappointing, but it's something we can build off of and move forward. There's still 2 games to go.
All right, thank you, Perry.
Next, we're going to go to Toronto.
Perry, I wanted to get your thoughts on Cameron Dunbar, 17-year-old making his MLS debut tonight. What did you think of him, and what have you seen from him throughout this entire restart that's made him eligible to start his first game?
Yeah, I thought he was excellent tonight. To come in at such a young age and leave his mark on the match with some good crosses, running at guys, good combinations. I thought he was great. And it wasn't a surprise, really. He's been very good since coming back to training about 4 or 5 weeks ago. So, yeah, very happy for him. He's a really special talent.
Thank you.
We have time for one more quick question. Josh Gasman is going to wrap it up with Perry here. Josh?
Perry, one of the big sort of off-season talking points was obviously the defense. Outside of about 7 minutes, you guys seem like you did a pretty good job of limiting chances. Do you feel like there's some familiarity there with everybody around there, or is this still very much a work in progress?
Yeah, I mean, the first half again, I thought we were very solid. They had the glancing header. Bingham wasn't called upon too many times. A shot from distance, I think, in the first half. And ultimately on the 2 goals, one, the cross slips between 3 guys, I think, and it, hits Ibobise's knee. Yeah, it's tough, frustrating for sure. But ultimately I thought we were solid, but obviously not good enough, and that's something that we need to correct. And that's something we've stressed in training the last, 4 or 5 weeks. So back to the drawing board. We have a tough one again with LAFC. And we're still very much in this. The feeling is that we have to stay positive, move forward. Like Sasha said, we had him on the ropes, and it's a bitter taste in our mouth. But we know we can do more.
All right, that's all with Perry. Thanks, Perry. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Hey everyone, we have LA Galaxy head coach Guillermo Barros at the podium. We're going to go ahead and get started in English before moving into Spanish. The first question will again go to Scott French with MLS Soccer. Scott?
Hey, Guillermo. Wanted to get your thoughts just on the formation. What did you feel worked for you within that formation? What did not work? And what can we expect going forward?
So I can hear very well because somebody's talking.
What did you think of the formation? What did you think of the formation?
Our formation?
Our formation.
I think we don't deserve to lose today. We give them the opportunity for score goals because we need to be more intense in the defender. But we, especially in the second half, we managed the game. We had a possibility. We missed a penalty. We shot in the post, and Chicha find the ball in the middle of the box, and he missed it. And they got a chance to shot and goal, and they scored. So I think the formation was working well, but we need to figure out some bad decision in the defender.
Thank you, Guillermo.
Next, we're going to go to a question from Charlie Bohm. Charlie, go ahead.
Hello, Profe. Earlier, Chicha said that you finished the game like you were supposed to start your team. What was your view on the overall 90 minutes and maybe the struggles with the intensity in the beginning?
Can you tell me what?
Chicha said that the game was we should have started the way that we finished. We played hard at the end. What are your thoughts on the game overall?
Sometimes the game is going in different moment for play. But I think we are in the first half. We were really good defender. We were really good shape, and we counter-attacked sometime, and we did very well that. We get the penalty, and they got in the first half only one shot. In the second half was a little different. We managed the ball, we managed the game, and we were very deep. We got the possibility with or the option with the Chicha. He did in the post and Herrick, and then they found 2 goals. I think it was very unfair.
Next, we're going to go to a question from Adam.
Guiche, I wanted to get your thoughts on Cameron Dunbar making his debut tonight. Looked really solid. What have you seen from him over these last 4 weeks, and how do you think he performed tonight?
I think he played well. We saw him a really good player, trying always to be very direct. He played very well in the one-on-one, and we get surprised during this time, and then we get today the possibility for debut. He played well. He got I think it was very clear the penalty. The ref not say nothing even. I don't know why he not check. And he tried always, and he played well. Obviously, before the game or during this time we saw Cuello really good too, but 1 week ago he was sick and he couldn't train him very well, and then we had the option with Dunbar. The sub was because Cuello, he was training very well too, and he can maybe in the last minute give something more.
All right, we're going to move into Spanish questions now. We're going to start with a question from Alex Kamener. Alex.
Hi, thank you. Buenas noches, profe. Alex Kamener para Fútbol Sin Códigos. Profe, en el primer tiempo se vio a un Chicharito que estaba dentro del área y salía demasiado. Esto lo cansó a él. ¿Esto usted lo pidió o esto fue que se fue dando por el partido? Gracias.
No, creo que se movió por todo el frente de ataque. A veces el partido daba la situación de que él salga y muchas veces no lo pudimos encontrar en el área, pero tratamos de que esté en el área porque es donde él marca la diferencia, ¿no? En el segundo tiempo lo encontramos bien, tuvo un tiro en el palo, tuvo un gol que erró ahí cerca del punto penal, tuvo el gol. Así que estamos bien, estamos tranquilos. La verdad, el resultado es negativo, pero creo que es injusto. Creo que al menos merecimos empatar. Portland solamente tuvo, la verdad no tuvo ninguna jugada de gol, tuvo 3 situaciones de disparo. Traba 2 veces Blanco y le queda el rebote a él. Después mete un buen pase para Boyce en el primer gol, pero en el pique del gol le queda a él y no a Insúa. Y nosotros tratamos y buscamos, y creo que en el segundo tiempo merecíamos ir ganando nosotros, y bueno, Portland de repente se encontró con un triunfo que por lo que viene el juego me parece que es bastante injusto.
Next, we're going to go to a question from Franco Panizo. Franco?
Thanks. Hey, Guille, ¿en qué tienen que mejorar? Obviamente se viene un partido difícil contra un rival que se conoce, pero ¿en qué tiene que mejorar el LA Galaxy para poder sacar el resultado, no solo en el partido que se viene, pero en el resto del torneo?
Tenemos que mejorar en la defensa. Claramente tenemos que defender mejor y ser más fuerte en cada situación de juego, no durante la mayor parte del partido. Tenemos que defender con más fuerza y tratar de ser un rival defensivamente duro para los rivales. Te reitero, creo que no nos generó situaciones de gol, no nos desarmó defensivamente, pero tuvieron 2 situaciones y hicieron 2 goles. Creo que hay que ser más fuerte, hay que trabajar, hay que seguir en el camino del trabajo y de mejorar día a día, y los resultados van a venir porque hoy, te reitero, creo que en merecimientos merecimos mucho más que perder un partido.
Gracias.
All right, we're going to wrap up with a question from Sebastian Saijo. Sebastian?
Hola, Guillermo, de la agencia Telam de Argentina. Guillermo, te quería preguntar al respecto de, bueno, más allá de la injusticia que vos mencionabas, si este tipo de derrotas, al fin y al cabo, a corto plazo, se van a doler muchísimo por el formato del torneo.
Sí, pues son 3 partidos y tenemos que buscar la clasificación. Así que los 2 partidos que vienen debemos ganarlos para poder pasar a la próxima ronda, pero también a veces los resultados en el juego, te reitero, creo que fuimos superior a Portland. No lo pudimos reflejar en el resultado y eso es una de las cosas más importantes, el resultado, pero tenemos que mejorar algunas cosas para poder ganar, porque es lo que vinimos a hacer, lo que queremos, y trataremos de hacer el sábado.
Gracias.
All right, everyone, that's all the time we have with Guillermo. Guillermo, thanks so much. And that